Hi, I'm Dr. Bill White again. I'm a board certified member of the American Orthodontic Society, and I've been doing orthodontics now. I'm a general practitioner, but I've been doing nothing but orthodontics for about 45 years now. I worked for a good many years just doing regular dentistry and orthodontics. Anyway, I want to cover a deal in orthodontics called knife edge ridges. That's where you lose a tooth, and or in this case, this young lady never did have second um, bicuspid, lower second bicuspids, and so the bone in that area was just a kind of a knife edge ridge. And some people think you can't move a tooth into this type of bone, but you certainly can. Now, it took me a good while to do that, and but I think this young lady was happy that she didn't end up with implants or bridges and spend the rest of her life with that in there. Anyway, I explained it and gave her the opportunity to do that, and she went along with this. She's a very nice, sensible young lady, and she transferred into me looking like this. Now, some people, well, they might have a point there that you could put a couple of bridges in there, or if you put implants in, you got a lot of problems doing that too. Into this knife edge bone structure is very difficult to do. Then you'd have to extract a couple of impacted wisdom teeth, or all four of them probably. But we kept all of the teeth, everything she had. We kept it all. So we'll take a look here at what we did. Now you can look at this type of bone, and if you're going to do an implant, you got a lot of problem. You take the tissue off of this, you've got to expand this bone. You have to cut it with real thin. You got to go in like a green stick fracture, push this apart, put artificial bone in there, and sometimes you have to drill a lot of holes in the bone. It's an expensive, long process too. And when you get through with it, you got a doggone implant, and you paid to get your wisdom teeth extracted. So we decided we would do this. Now, as you move these teeth into this, it took time, but they bring their bone with them. And a lot of people just don't think that happens, but it does happen. And you can watch it throughout this case if you want to. But I took quite a while doing this, which a lot of people would say that's not worth it to take that much time. It just depends on what you think about keeping your regular teeth. So anyway, I went along with this. The young lady had a beautiful profile, everything's fine, and the guy doing the orthodontics was okay. That was all right. It'd be all right to go ahead and do bridges on this, or probably bridges would be much cheaper than in, than having implants in there. But whatever, I like to take up, and here's the wisdom teeth back in here, and just move these up here and let this wisdom tooth come in right behind that. And then the since you just closed the bicuspid space, this wisdom tooth will extend back past this, something like that, and the upper wisdom tooth will come down and kind of touch on that part of it. So anyway, maybe I talked her into this, and it took longer because the wisdom teeth, as they came forward, lay down, and I had to upright them. Now, I didn't get my bicuspids torqued just like they should have, or tipped right. exactly, but the case went off quite good. So here we are in 1987, and we're going to try to close this space on her, which we actually did. We were able to close it and keep the roots pretty well parallel as we went together. This is 12 of 87, and now this is a Panorex. It looks like there's a rarity of bone in there, but the jaw seemed to be fine, and if you took a little bitty x-ray when it looked all right in this area. The wisdom teeth, now you think, and most of the time when I do this, uh, as you move these teeth forward, the wisdom tooth will kind of straighten up and come in. But it didn't do that in this case. They just lay down on me. But that's no no big problem for us. So we went ahead and started moving this forward. Now by 88, we had the space closed here, and the teeth are kind of tilted going in there, but we'll continue pulling on this. Now if I had just put a little tip in this tooth, it would have straightened it out. I don't know why I didn't do that. That's 88, but the doggone wisdom tooth just, or both of them, and really the wisdom teeth, just kind of lay down on me in here. Now let's look at the next x-ray I've got here. I think it's 89, and this one really lay down. A lot of people throw their hands up and, oh God, what we do here is extract them. But you can come in and you just bond a little tube on the side of this tooth. It can be laying flat down if you want to. Now a lot of times I bond the tube up further like this on it. I think that's what we did on that tooth, and then come back and bond another one on. But you can you can straighten up any tooth in the world. I believe if the thing had the crown going down, you could still straighten it up like that with these little springs that we've shown you in uprighting teeth. Now here we did put something on the side. We already straightened that one up. We had something up here, and we brought it up part of the way, and we probably put another bonded material, a tube on the side of it, and picked it up the rest of the way. So the teeth are picked up. So it took longer. It wasn't closing the space. It took all that extra length of time. Now I don't remember that this had a bone, little deciduous root or something in here, but there was something showed up in that x-ray there. All right, time has gone by. We're pretty well through with it, but the wisdom teeth, you see, we filled in, got enough space here where the up one came in. It kind of rested on that, and this one will probably angle out a little bit. That'll come down and catch on this, and this will probably fix it where the upper wisdom teeth won't have to be extracted. So we've still got this little, looks like a piece of deciduous tooth root. Now most of the time those will resorb over a period of time. I've seen them before, but anyway, it's not going to kill us, so I'll leave that in there. The bicuspid from the outside looks fine. Okay, here is the last time the x-ray I took. I put a retainer around the second molar up above. When I made the retainer, I should go back and open it up and put the retainer back around that tooth there. And however this works, sometimes you have the third wire though going between where the teeth meet. I don't really like that. I really think I would rather go back and put a retainer that went around everything before I would finish a case like this. And I didn't get the bicuspids tipped exactly the way I would like for it to be. So here we look at the case, and I haven't got the 3 to 3 on yet, but we close that up, and there is the space, you see, right here, this knife edge ridge, and here it is now at that point. Now that's 5 years difference in there, but when people tell you can't do that, you can do it if you want to work on it hard enough. And they don't all take that. A lot of the time that I spent was uprighting the wisdom teeth that were behind this. So anyway, I was happy with this case, and this young lady was thrilled. We didn't charge her a whole lot to do this, but it's a lot of work. But if you come up to the question, can you move teeth into a knife edge ridge? You darn sure can, and they carry the bone structure with them, and these teeth are still there. So I hope you'll just know that you can do that. So in some cases that need it, don't think that it can't be done if the person wants to try a little harder to do it. Now I put some more torque in these teeth down here. You see how they are there. But that's kind of makes them fit together a little bit better. So hope you'll be able to do this in some situations. It's good to do. So I'll close now and we'll end this up.